Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. Happy college football Saturday to everybody. Is everybody as excited as I am? I'm so pumped up for this game. I know Tiger Nate and 81 Clemson Tiger, who are normally in the chat here. We may see him in the chat here. They are actually at the game today. They said it was raining there earlier. I don't know if it still is. I guess we'll find out whenever this game comes on here. There's a couple of other really good games going on right now. Michigan State, which was in a weather delay for over an hour. The Syracuse and North Carolina game is close. Looks like Oklahoma's going to run away with the game against TCU, which isn't surprising. But let's see who's in here. Thank everybody for stopping in, and I hope that you all stay for the duration of the game. KP Dog, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream, sir. Dennis Wilson says, "Where's the beer at, you rock rubber ramp runners?" Well, thank you for reminding me, sir. Excuse me. It's beer time. Cheers. I knew Dennis Wilson was good for something. Reminded me. There's Clemson Carson. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Glow Woo. Ryan Stanfield. Ryan, is Grayson still sleeping, sir? I hope he sleeps long enough for you to be able to watch both the Pigskin Pete live play-by-play reaction video and also your Alabama Crimson Tide play against Tennessee today, sir. Textbooks. Good afternoon, sir. A Pack Fan 12. Clemson Jacob in the house. He says it's almost game time. Yes, it couldn't get here soon enough. Air Max the Legend Killer. How you doing, sir? Debo. Do y'all think Trevor Lawrence will throw for 300 yards for the first time? Yes. I don't know if he'll need to if we run the ball like we should. But I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Looks like I see somebody else in here saying the ETN for Heisman. ETNs should go off. Yes, I agree. I'm liking everything I'm reading so far. NASA. I'm just going to call you NASA instead of your whole name, sir. Good afternoon, NASA. Welcome to the stream, sir. College Football Maniac says, good afternoon to my fellow football fanatics. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, TCU finally changed quarterbacks. They were getting, their starting quarterback is hurt. I don't know why they didn't put this guy in earlier. They might have had a chance in this game if they played that guy from the beginning, but you know how the saying goes. I mean, it's easy to say after the fact. Billy Dawson, good afternoon, sir. Billy Dawson will be providing us with stats and scores like he normally does, and I always appreciate that. And, of course, he will be watching this stream as well as his Alabama when they play Tennessee. Clemson's going to blow out NC State. I hope so. Yeah, I don't want one of these, I mean, it would be good for the stream if the game's close, selfishly. But as a Clemson fan, I don't like close games. It gets my blood pressure up, makes me angry. I get a headache. And everybody around me in my house is in clear and present danger of something flying and hitting them in the head. So I don't want to endanger my own family. That's not good. Hey, Pete, do you think this game will decide the Atlantic Division in the ACC? Yes, I do. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's plain and simple. The winner of this game is in the driver's seat in the Atlantic Division. Doesn't really mean it's gonna determine it because, well, let's put it this way. If Clemson wins this game, I think the division's over because I think that Clemson's going to win out after today, at least in the ACC. If North Carolina State wins it, there's still a very good chance that North Carolina State could lose another game in the ACC. So Clemson can win by default if that happened. But most likely, if Clemson wins this game, I think the Atlantic Division is over. You have butterflies in your stomach. Yeah, what's an NC State fan? No, the better question is, where are the NC State fans? I'll tell you a little secret. So my next door neighbor is actually an NC State alumni. But you know, aside from him, my wife said that she works with a girl who also went to NC State. But I mean, you don't meet a lot of NC State people. At least I haven't. I'm sure there's a bunch of them in North Carolina, but there's none here. Now, there's definitely more Ohio State fans and Ohio, you know, and Alabama fans and Georgia fans, Florida State fans, and stuff like that where I live than there is NC State. NC State's helmets are so ugly that wolf looks fake, just like the wolf you see on my screen there. That same wolf. So Clemson's wearing. There was rumors that Clemson was going to be wearing their purple jerseys today with the pink gloves and the pink cleats for breast cancer awareness. I don't think they're wearing purple though. I think they're going to have an orange jersey. I'd be very shocked if they came out with purple pants and an orange jersey. That's a 1990s look from the Bowden years. Bowden used to love that combination. The purple pants with the orange jersey. I don't like it. I think the two colors I mean, I'd rather see it the other way. I mean, the purple, if you're going to wear purple, you need to go all out and wear all purple. Don't be mixing it with the orange. I don't mind the all purple jerseys, a Pack fan. I don't mind them. Once a year. I mean, my favorite jersey for Clemson it's easy. It's solid orange everything, orange pants, orange jersey. But they don't wear that till the end of the year. They probably won't end up wearing that till either the South Carolina game or maybe even the ACC title game if they get there. What's up, Mrs. Peete? Hey, Mrs. Peete, can you do me a favor? Can you turn that light on over there? I'd appreciate it. And thank you ahead of time. Everyone say hello to Mrs. Peete. She sits in here just to make sure that I every time I say something that's not right, she'll let me know.
It's true, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, she makes me nervous.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. It's not a good thing. Yeah, the color scheme doesn't matter. So some of the games I'm looking forward to tonight, there's a couple of them. Which ones am I thinking? Ohio State and Purdue. Ohio State should be on upset alert for that one. That's probably the one I'll watch the most of. And then, of course, Oregon and Washington State. That'll be a good one, too. A Pack fan says he's got Clemson winning. It looks like somewhere around 5,000 million to 7. That sounds about right. Everyone's saying hello to you, Mrs. Peete. She said hello. Hey, 81 Clemson Tiger 16. He is at the game right now. Hey, is it still raining there, sir? It looks like it's about to rain here.
Yeah, it is.
Is it raining? Yeah, it is raining here. Ugliest uniforms in the country. For me, it's yellow. The all yellow Oregon ones. Nothing against Oregon. That's just way too bright. Yeah, they've got some pretty ugly jerseys. Sometimes they have good ones. You know what I don't like, and I don't know why. I don't like when they have the feathers on their shoulder pads. Feathers on the helmet look cool, but too much feathers. The Peete family is the goat to football, says College Football Maniac. Thank you, sir. Yeah, he calls me Papa Peete because he says I'm old.
You are.
Yeah, Mrs. Peete says I'm old too. She's old too, though. Tiger Nation's in here? Oh, there he is. Good afternoon, Tiger Nation. How you doing, sir? He didn't change his profile picture. It's been the same. So I wish that this game wasn't delayed. I'm watching the Michigan State and Michigan game right now. I was hoping to see the end of that before the Clemson game started, so now I'm going to miss the end of it. So obviously I'll need some of you to help me out, especially Billy, to keep me updated on the final score here. It looks like a pretty good game so far. Did you guys see the Michigan player at the beginning of the game tearing up the Michigan State logo with its cleats? What's up, Wrong on Purpose? The artist formerly known as Drake Luke. How you doing, sir? Are you nervous? Wrong on Purpose? Are you nervous about tonight's game? I picked Oregon to win. Everyone on TV seems to be picking Washington State to win. I think Lee Corso picked Washington State to win too, didn't he? Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if a Clemson player did what that Michigan guy did and started tearing up the field with his cleats like that, he'd have been benched. He'd have been benched without a doubt. But did you see? You know what the funniest part about that was right after he did that, the grounds crew ran out there with spray paint cans and started repainting it. That was funny. Hey, what's up, Falcons Fury? How you doing, man? Mrs. Pete's apparently rooting for Michigan State. I just learned that. She must have been watching my videos.
No, I just don't like Michigan.
Bush is an idiot. Is that the guy's name that did that? I don't know. He also got hurt like on the first play of the game. That guy that did that. Karma's a bitch, ain't it? North Carolina 24, Syracuse 20. Yeah, that's a good game. Air Max says that Washington State will win. I don't know why you say that, but I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I think Oregon's good. Falcons Fury says, "How you doing, Pete? Do you have your ham sandwich handy?" No, I don't have my ham sandwich. You're obsessed with ham sandwiches, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. There's definitely a hidden meaning behind that. Michigan's defense is looking good. Brian Fennell, good afternoon, sir. He says, "I enjoy your show, Pete. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate that." So we're before I forget, everybody hit the like button. That'll help me out in the YouTube algorithm. YouTube algorithm. And it looks like we're about 15 people short of 1,000. I think we'll hit that today, without a doubt. But like it, share it on Twitter, Facebook. Can you share stuff on Instagram, Mrs. Pete?
I'm not on Instagram.
You're not on Instagram? You're a snapper. You snap. Is that what the kids call it these days? Snapping? Snapchat?
Yeah.
She's a snapper. Don't let her lie.
Facebook. I'm too old for Instagram, I think.
Thank you, Clemson Carson. All right, what time is it here? 3. Time is... the time leading up, the last 30 minutes before kickoff is always, it just goes so slow. Let's see if snapper is a fish. Yeah, snapper is a fish. Let's see if NC State can back up their smack talk. Yeah, that's. If I were Dave Dorian, I would have given strict instructions to my team not to go into the media and start guaranteeing wins. It's the stupidest thing that you can do. That's the same thing that Louisville's players did before they played Alabama. Look how that worked out for them. Probably not. It would make for good content, but I don't want a lot of cussing going out. Mrs. Pete likes to fish. Cool. No. Well, she does like to fish, I think. But I was talking about Snapchat, sir. not snappers. I want to see Dixon have a good day today, says Clemson Carson. Hopefully we get to see a lot of Dixon, because that means we're up by a lot if we start running him a lot. I'm more interested to see how our defense, especially our defensive backs, do against Finley throwing the ball downfield, because that's what he does. They throw the ball down the field a lot, more than anybody we've played by a long shot. And obviously that was our downfall in both the Texas A&M game and the Syracuse game. I think we're a lot better right now at it. I think our defense has gotten better every single week since week 1, so I'm not too worried about it, but we'll see. Yeah, it's pouring outside. Or Higgins. Louisville was taking pictures with that dang horse, the Triple Crown winner. Glow Woo says Clemson has way too high of a spread to cover. I originally thought that. Did you? I don't know if you guys were watching Game Day this morning. You know how the Bear, Chris Falica, however you pronounce his name, Clemson and NC State was one of his picks against the spread that he did on the show. And he actually picked Clemson to cover the spread. And right now it's 17.5. It started out, I think it opened at 16, and it's moved all the way to 17.5.
We just need one.
Yeah, I mean, I could care less whether they cover the spread or not. But I was shocked to see that he said that he thinks that they'll win by 3 touchdowns. That was his prediction. I hope he's right. Call you Glow. Okay, thank you, sir. I'll call you Glow. Glow OU. I've been calling you Glow Woo. Because that's how it looks. All right, I'm going to change the channel to the... Yeah, it is coming down hard out there. I hope it doesn't affect my my signal here. Of course, it's been sunny all day. And as soon as I come on here, it starts to storm. What was the NC State Clemson score last year? I want to say it was 31-24. I think that's right. So it was a touchdown game.
2 years ago,
Yeah, two years ago. No, that was 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago was the one that 38-31. Okay, thank you. So yeah, it was a 7-point game last year. That was in NC State. Problem is they had, you know, first of all we had Kelly Bryant starting, and they had a top 10 defense in the country. NC State did with Bradley Chubb. They don't have that anymore. The game's on ESPN. Clemson Carson is apparently like the Rain Man of Clemson scores. He says he remembers all the scores of the Clemson games going back to 2013. That's a pretty good. It's a pretty useless but impressive skill that you have there. Uh, 26 was 24-17 or something in overtime. No, it was no, we won by 3 or 2 that year. That was the year that NC State missed a field goal to lose.
Yeah, so we went in overtime.
Yeah. Right? Brian Fennell, how long have you been doing this? For 1 year exactly. This week. Well, YouTube for 1 year exactly. I've only been doing these live videos for a couple of months. Glow says, hey, Pete, can I get a prediction on who will win the Big Ten? Well, my preseason pick was Penn State. That's not going to happen. I'm still going to stick with Ohio State. Even though if Ohio State played Michigan today, I'd probably pick Michigan to win that game. But I'm still going to stick with Ohio State over Michigan. But Michigan's playing good right now. Hey, Richard Neal, how you doing, sir? Good afternoon. 27-20, North Carolina over Syracuse is the score right now. To go, Watson. I didn't see you in here. Welcome. Yeah, I had reservations about doing a Clemson game. I did the Texas A&M one, and that was kind of tough for me to do. But I'm going to do it. It's the best game in my opinion. It's the best game on today, so that's why I'm doing it. Mrs. Pete's not happy about it. She doesn't want me to do a Clemson game. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, sir. Glow asks, hey, Pete, what are the odds of Oklahoma and Clemson meeting in the playoff? Well, if Oklahoma got in, if they went out and get in, I would say Oklahoma probably would be at the 4 spot. Which means they would probably, assuming that Alabama stays number 1 from here on out, they would play Alabama in the first round. So I don't think the likelihood of Clemson playing Oklahoma in the playoff is very good. Yes, everybody listen to Glow. He's giving you good advice there. Michigan State recovered a fumble inside Michigan 5. Oh, God, I'm going to see that. Hold on, I got to change that. And it looks like Michigan State got a... Ooh. They're down to the 4 now. Nick Bro, how you doing, sir? So 2nd and goal for Michigan State. And they do a trick play. Yeah. They do the Philly special. The Philly. Touchdown, Michigan State. Talk about a low-scoring game. So the game's going to be tied now, pending this extra point here. Hell, there's still there's still 11 minutes left in the third quarter. I predicted that Michigan State would beat Michigan in this game. Everyone told me I was crazy. Maybe I am. I don't know. But like I've said before, Jim Harbaugh has a hard time beating Michigan State, Penn State, and Ohio State. It's been the hold on, here we go. Yep. Field goal's good. Yeah, it's been the thorn in his side since he took that job. That's the Baker special. Well, they executed that well. That's for sure. Glow says Oklahoma did it first. Actually, no. They did a whole special thing. I explained this the other week on game day, explaining that. So the close to where I live, a high school coach came up with that play. They passed it on to Chad Morris because they were friends. Chad Morris ran it in Clemson with Taj Boyd back in like 2013 against Georgia Tech. And then it made its way to the NFL. The Patriots used it first. They called it the Clemson. That was the name of the play. And then, of course, you saw Philadelphia do it in the Super Bowl last year. And, of course, now everybody's doing it. You've seen 4 or 5 teams in the NFL do it this year. So Clemson did it first. Oh, Clemson, NC State's on. All right, let's get some final score predictions from everybody in here before the game starts, because a score prediction after the game's over doesn't count. What's your score prediction, Mrs. Peete?
I don't do that. But
It's just for fun.
Jinx is my team. No.
She's not going to do it. She says it's a jinx. So I'm going to say 38-28. That's my prediction. I see 31-14, 55-13. I'm liking your 49-17. I'm liking all your score predictions way better than my own. Glow says Clemson's going to win 28-21 in overtime. Oh God, I hope you're not right about that. I do not want to see overtime. 42-24 says Richard. Hey, Dennis Wilson. He says, "What's up, you rock rubber ramp runner?" I'm doing great, sir. All right, the game's coming on here. Prince 6'1". How you doing? Prince is in Greenville today, I think he said, for work. Hope you're not working right now, are you? You're able to watch the game, aren't you? Uncle Luke, who is a North Carolina fan, says he hopes NC State gets blown out. Go to hell, NC State, he says. I hate NC State. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure you probably hate them more than I do because you're a North Carolina fan, but I can't stand them either. They're taking the crown for the most delusional fan base in the ACC. They've snatched it right out of well, who before them? Who's the most delusional fan base? Miami, I guess. Dennis. Dennis is the most delusional Miami fan there is. That's for sure. All right, you're good. You're off work. Good. He hates one of my teams more than NC State. Who's that? You did say that Iowa State would win. You were right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Billy. Georgia Tech fans, they are definitely the most delusional ACC fans, but NC State's creeping right up there with them. You're a Duke fan. Man, so we've got a Duke fan in here. We've got a North Carolina fan in here. I mean, during basketball season, you guys might fight each other. And an OU fan. Okay. Yeah, Iowa destroyed who they played today. Who'd they play? I saw the score earlier. They were killing them. Here we go. Hey, Dennis, look what they're doing. Look, are you watching the ESPN right now? They're rubbing the rock and rubbing the rock and running the ramp, sir. They're doing exactly what you say. The most exciting 25 seconds in college football, sir. That's what it's called. Just in case you didn't know. Yeah, Maryland. That's right. Billy says there's a good chance Tua doesn't play today. I wouldn't play him. I mean, if he's nursing some sort of injury, well, I mean, what's the point? Really, I mean, why risk it? I'm sure he wants to play, but let's be real here. I mean, Jalen Hurts can beat Tennessee without a problem. So, Yeah, Maryland, man, they've been massively disappointing. They just sort of fell off. They beat Texas week 1, and then they just sort of fell apart after that. I mean, that whole thing with that, unfortunately, with that kid dying, the player dying, I think that really affected Maryland's program. Obviously, I mean, it's bound to affect the program, especially when your head coach is blamed and the whole thing's a mess, and you have an interim head coach and all that. But what a corny entrance to a college football game. What's your entrance, sir? All right, do you blow up a jump castle, put a smoke machine on, and run through a piece of paper like a high school team? Is that what you do? I'm sure it is. Jalen has crushed Tennessee twice. Well, this isn't the same Tennessee team. I mean, listen, yeah, Alabama's going to – I mean, you could put me in there at quarterback, and they're probably going to beat Tennessee. I mean, nobody's disputing that. But Tennessee's going to at least give a much better effort this year than you've seen in years past. They can't compete with Alabama, but you'll definitely see a better effort. Yeah, blow up jump castle. That's exactly what they do. Nix, welcome to the stream. Nix and Giants, obviously a New York person, says, will you show the game? I can't show the game. I wish I could, but I can't because it's a copyright infringement and they'll take down my YouTube channel. All right, and Clemson receives first, and the kickoff is received, and he stumbles, but he keeps going across the 30, across the 40, taken out. It goes out of bounds right around the 43 or 44-yard line. So good field position to start the game by Clemson. Here we go, folks. Let's roll. All right. Trevor comes out on the field. And it's a fake handoff, and he throws deep on the first play. Way overthrown. He was going for Renfro. Renfro was double covered. So it'll be 2nd and 10. I mean, he didn't even read that. He just, I mean, as soon as they hiked the ball, he just chucked it downfield. That was just some sort of a predetermined Hail Mary play there, obviously. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. And he does the quarterback keeper for a first down. Gets about 12 yards on the quarterback keeper. Trevor Lawrence showing he's got some wheels. Yeah, they're not expecting him to run like that, so he just caught him off guard. Anyway, here we go. So all the way down to the 45-yard line of NC State, 1st and 10, Clemson. Lawrence, complete. Who's that, Higgins? For a short gain there, about a 3-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 7, I'd say. So they're saying 2nd and 5. Okay. Well, 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. ETN with his first carry of the game. Breaks a tackle, and he picks up about 2 or 3 there. Brownies are in the oven. It's game time. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Lawrence back to pass. Throws it to his right. Complete. And it's Higgins again for a first down and more. 1st and 10, Clemson. From, it looks like, right around the 25-yard line. Maybe the 26. Or 27 even. Lawrence complete the Renfro. Renfro taken down after about a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Falcons Fury is just trying to piss me off. He says, go NC State. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Lawrence back to pass. Complete to Renfro again. And he breaks a tackle and more. Gets inside, taken down around the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Clemson. Glow says, who's going to win the Heisman? Well, unless Tua breaks an ankle, he probably will. All right, here we go. 1st and goal, Clemson, from the 8-yard line. ETN takes it inside the 5 down to about the 2. Just feed the rock to ETN. Second and goal from the 3. Ball's handed off to ETN, and he runs in untouched. Touchdown, Clemson. ETN for Heisman. So Clemson scores on their first possession. Moves right down the field without a problem. And ETN with an easy touchdown. Michigan fumbled again. No shocker there. Dennis Wilson's upset that Clemson looks so good. He says Trevor Longhair Lawrence is back from Orangeman headache.
Football Fabio.
Oh, thank you, Glow, for reminding me to do that. You guys got to stay on top of me because what?
Football Fabio.
Football. Mrs. Peete calls Trevor Lawrence Football Fabio. Yeah, thank you for reminding me to update the score there because I will definitely forget. All right. Thank you, sir. Noventas, Rolando. Good afternoon. Welcome to stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you'd not be here. He says, Lawrence, or she, I don't know. Deep passing is kind of off, don't you think? Well, we've only seen one deep pass today, so I'm not ready to say it's off yet. We'll see. Bobby Durkin's here. May there. Bobby Durkins is in the house. Anybody who's not subscribed to Bobby Durkins, go click a subscription for him, especially if you're a Clemson fan or just a fan of college football. He's good people. He says best play calling this season, and I couldn't agree more. Feed the rock to the beast, number 9, Travis Etienne. He'll get you going where you want to go. Glow says Duke is going to lose. Our secondary, I'm worried. Are you a Clemson fan? Ronaldo, I'm going to call you Ronaldo. It's just easier to say. Well, I'm not worried yet. I mean, first of all, they haven't played yet today, so we'll see how they do. I mean, if there is one quarterback in the ACC that can challenge somebody's secondary, it is Ryan Finley. So we'll see. We'll see where they stand after this game today. But I'm confident, like always, in my Tigers. Hey, Pete, do you get tired of Duke and North Carolina winning during basketball season? Do I get tired of it? No. I mean, do you get tired of Clemson winning during football season? I mean, no offense, I'm just not a huge basketball guy. So if I was a huge basketball fan, I probably would be tired of it. Yeah, Clemson's the recipe for success on offense this year for Clemson is to run the ball early and often, establish the run, and that'll open things up for Trevor down the field. Now, obviously, the very first play of the game offensively, they threw a 50-yard pass and it didn't work. But I think that they were probably trying to just take a chance and see if they could get something with that, and it didn't work. But we'll see. There's a lot of football left to play, but Clemson at this point with the lead can control the clock by running the ball and keeping Ryan Finley in that NC State offense off the field, and that's the key to success for this game. '81 Clemson. Hey, what's up, Paul Jameson? Good afternoon, sir. 81 Clemson Tiger 16. He's at the game. He's listening to me on his headphones, which, by the way, thank you for that, sir. That's amazing and fantastic, just like you. All right, here we go. Hold on. 1st and 10. 25-yard line, Ryan Finley. And he throws it to the right. Incomplete, tight coverage by Clemson. Sorry, my phone just fell. So far, so good. 2nd and 10. Finley, play action, and he's sacked for a big loss. That'll go down as a sack, but he basically gave up. He put the white flag up, didn't he? He was about to get absolutely slaughtered, and he just fell on the ground and covered the ball in cowered in fear. Watch this. I love that. All right, here we go. Third and 19. Finley, pressured, complete for a short pass. And he'll get about 10 yards there. So anyway, it's going to be 4th and 7 or 8, I'd say. And the punt team for NC State comes out. This is the reason, folks. If you're Ryan Finley, you don't start guaranteeing wins in the Valley against a pissed-off Clemson team. And the punt is up, and it's received at the 40-yard line. He's hit, but not taken down. Well, then he's taken down. He goes down right around the 36-yard line. So Clemson will take over at their own 36-yard line. 9 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Clemson leads 7-0 over the Fighting Wolves. I agree. Keep the foot on the gas. Glow says he can promise one outcome. If Auburn and Clemson meet, the Tigers will win. Very funny, sir. Amari Rogers should not be starting on punt return. I guess you're still a little bit mad about the fumble he had. Who's that against? Syracuse. I mean, he's fine returning punts as far as I'm concerned. He can make things happen as long as he holds onto the ball.
What's the Michigan score?
NC State is called the Wolfpack. No, I don't call them the Wolfpack. I call them the Parvo Wolves. Huh? What? Is that how they do it? Mrs. Pete's telling me this is what they do. Wolfpack. Wolfpack. Dabo said he might redshirt Cornell Powell. If we don't need him, redshirt whoever you can. Anything is an improvement over Ray McLeod returning punts. I don't know. Ray has a couple of returns for touchdowns, but he did some bonehead stuff. You are right about that, especially when he drops the ball before he gets in the end zone. I hate when they do that. Marco Polo, good afternoon, sir. He says, boy, if our offense gels, it's over for everyone. Did we hire a new offensive coordinator? Where are the bubble screens? How you doing, man? I'm doing great so far. We're winning the game, so I'm great. The Wolf Tards. Richard Neal says Michigan's going to blow this game. Yeah, is it still 7-7 or is it halftime?
No, it's third and fourth quarter.
Bobby Durkin says, what does Dave Dorian and a butthole have in common? What, sir?
No surprise there.
They're full of crap. All right, here, 1st and 10. And he hands it off. I didn't even see who he handed it off to. I was looking at the chat.
9.
To ETN. All right, so he picked up a couple there, I think. Be 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Clemson's 39-yard line. Lawrence back to pass, and he throws it to the left sideline, and yeah, incomplete. Tried to one-hand catch that. That didn't work. Somebody saying pass interference. No pass interference. Yeah, it looked like Hunter Renfrow was open. He just didn't. He never even looked at him. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Lawrence back to pass again. Over the middle, complete. Looks like, is that Ross? Yep, Justin Ross, 1st down. Thank you, Alabama. Thank you for Justin Ross. We appreciate it. We'll send you a Christmas gift for him. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Lawrence back to pass again, and he throws another deep ball down the left sideline. Overthrown again. Higgins, he had at least a half a step on that guy. If that ball was on time, that was a touchdown. But anyway, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. I don't like, I don't dislike them taking shots down the field like that. I like to see that. I like those passes a lot better than these, 2-yard screen passes. Lawrence, complete over the middle. Overton, 1st down, Clemson. See, that's what separates Trevor Lawrence from Kelly Bryant is those short, 7, 8, 10, 15-yard passes, short and intermediate passes. He's got such a rifle. He gets the ball there on time. It doesn't flutter. All right, here we go, 3rd and 10. I guess they called that back, huh? Why is it 3rd down? They called that back? What happened? Oh, he dropped it. Damn, I thought he caught it. Glow says he hates seeing Clemson's uniforms. Why, sir?
You see that?
Why would you hate that? What?
Virginia beat?
Yeah, Duke's losing.
No, it's 28-14 final.
Oh, Duke lost. Falcons Fury says y'all started Trevor because he can throw it, yet he can't hit the deep ball. Are you basing that on a couple of throws that he didn't hit? That means he can't do it? Clemson J1. He says he's at the Clemson game. You're the third person in here today, sir, who is at the game. I'm jealous. I'll be there in a couple weeks for Louisville. Hopefully Louisville's a night game. But either way. What's the score of the Alabama game?
7-0, I think.
Falcons Fury says he based his previous comments on those two throws. Yes.
Alabama.
Yeah, I like the deep shots too. I hope they keep doing it. I'm all about the running the ball and taking deep shots. I mean, I get the bubble screens and the short slant passes, here and there, but I don't like to see a lot of that. Clemson has the personnel to do running the ball and taking deep shots. That's what we can do. Shots fired. Prince 6'1" saying, "Don't forget the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl." Those poor Falcons fans are. Anytime they criticize anybody, all anybody ever has to say is 28-3. Trevor Cannon, good afternoon, sir. I don't believe I've seen you in here, but welcome. He says, "I'm from South Carolina, Greenville." Greenville's a beautiful city. I always said if I lived anywhere other than where I live in South Carolina, I'd want to live in Greenville. For a lot of reasons. First of all, I like Greenville, and it's close to Clemson, which is another really good thing about it. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Trevor Lawrence. Oh, he was pressured. He tried to dump it off to ETN. ETN just dropped the ball. That was a missed opportunity. Not really sure he would have got the first down anyway unless he broke some sort of tackle, but they were all over him. Yeah, he anyway. So Spears will come out to punt with 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. I've seen better hands on a snake. Michigan scores. Well, so they're showing a score update here. Alabama is up, 14-0. Only 5 minutes into the game. Oof. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. NC State with the ball. From the 12-yard line. Hands the ball off, and he's taken down for maybe about a yard. Be 2nd and 9, I think. Oh, you see that? NC State players, man.
That's dirty.
Last year the towels, now this. Yes, Trevor, I am. I am, sir. Born and raised. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, we just totally. That was
The flag here. Waiting to see what this flag's for. All right, that's against Clemson. Offsides penalty. Looks like they called it on Cleveland Farrell. Yeah. All right, so with the penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 3 now. Finley hands the ball off, and they pick up a 1st down. Gains about 4 yards there. 1st and 10, NC State. Stupid penalties. Falcons Fair, you're making me hungry with all this ham sandwich talk. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. From right around the 29-yard line. Finley hands the ball off. And he picks up about 5. 2nd and 5, I think. You can clearly see that Clemson is not worried about the run. They just want to make sure that Finley's not going to beat him deep down the field. That's what they're playing for pass, not for run. I mean, if they can at least limit the amount of yards they get in the running plays, then they'll be okay. They just don't want to give up 40 yards downfield. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Finley throws a screen pass to his left, and it's caught, and he's taken down about a yard short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 1, I think, here. 6 minutes and 32 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Let's see if Clemson can make a stand here. Jimmy C., Garris Warren, Comic Dude 45. Good afternoon and welcome to the stream to all of you. I'm sure you're all amazing and fantastic. That's why you are here. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Can Clemson make a stand? And they do. Taken down for a loss. 4th down. I mean, loading the box is an understatement. They left one safety out in the backfield, and everybody else came to the line. I mean, they had 10 guys on the line, and they still ran it. I mean, if you're Finley in that situation, I'm calling a timeout. I'm like, look, there's only one guy to beat. All right, so NC State punts. And it's received by Rogers, and he's taken down immediately. Clemson's going to take over right around the 22-yard line. That was a good punt, and he should have really fair caught that, but he didn't. They're showing the Michigan scoring. Garris Warren says, hey, dude, I love your videos, but I'm a State and a Clemson fan. Oof.
I like State if they're not playing Clemson.
You must either have children that go to State, or you went to State and your children go to Clemson, or maybe you're married to one of them. I don't know. So who are you pulling for in this game then? Or do you even care? All right, here we go. 2nd and 8. Clemson from their own 27-yard line.
Come on.
Lawrence back to pass, and he throws it, and it's complete. Who is that? Higgins? Higgins again. Higgins gets a first down and more. All the way down to the 41-yard line. Garris Warren says he doesn't care. That must be nice to not have to care. I care. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. And he throws it out into the flat. And there's no gain there. Picks up about a yard, maybe. See where they spot it. So 2nd and 8. So they're going to say he picked up 2 there. From the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Lawrence back to pass. Throws another deep ball. And that was not catchable, I don't think. There seemed like a lot of hand fighting going on there, but I don't think it was out of bounds anyway. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what they say. I'm going to call a holding against North Carolina State, I think. Oh, no. Against Clemson. Yeah, they're declining the penalty, so it's going to be 4th down now. Third down, sorry. 3rd and 8. Lawrence back to pass again. And it's complete to Renfro for a first down. And they cross across the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 Clemson inside the 50. Right around the 46.
My favorite.
Lawrence throws another deep ball down the middle, and it's caught. Higgins, touchdown, Clemson. Falcons Fury, where you at, man? Where you at?
Is he on your fantasy?
Yeah, and that just adds insult to injury.
Higgins on your fantasy?
I have T. Higgins and Trevor Lawrence both on my fantasy team. Garris Warren says he's pulling for Clemson right now because they're on offense. Wake Forest is winning 10-0 over Florida State. Man, Florida State's a dumpster fire. All right, here we go for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. Hey, guys, real quick, while there's a commercial, I got to pee. I'll be right back. But while I'm gone, we can just take a look into the NC State fan base. I'll be right back. All right. Thank you. All right, so 14-0 Clemson. Oh, damn it, I forgot to change the thing again. I'll change after this play. 1st and 10, NC State from the 25-yard line. Play action pass. Finley throws it deep, and it's wide open, and he dropped it. That probably would have been a touchdown if he'd caught it, or at least it would have been a huge gain. Change the score real quick right before I forget. So 2nd and 10. Hands the ball off, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and long. Clemson's defense showed up to play today. NC State shouldn't have been running their mouths. Piss them off. Can you get me a beer, Mrs. Peete?
Stop jinxing our team.
I just got the stinky eye. Third and 12. Finley, back to pass. He's got all day, and there's a flag on the play. Delay of game. Garris Warren. Yeah, the game last year was good at NC State. Tyson Watson, good afternoon. Excuse me. All right, 3rd and 17. Finley drops back. He's under pressure, and they blow the play dead again. Another flag. Who's this against? Looks like a false start. NC State is just imploding right now with penalties. It's about to be 3rd and 5 miles. They're going to be hiking this ball from their own goalpost in a second here. Denny Muckleroy. That's a hell of a name. Good afternoon, sir. He says, hi, Pigskin Pete from Myrtle Beach. A lot of South Carolina people in here, which is great. All right, here we go. 3rd and 21. Finley hands the ball off, and there's a big hole up the middle for a big gain, and, oh, man, he's taken down about a yard short of the first down. What are they going to do?
Go for it.
I mean, I'm assuming they're going to punt it. They're too. If they don't get the first down, they're in big time trouble. They got to punt it. Yeah, they're punting it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of new names in here. Everybody, please, if you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. I uploaded meaningless and pointless college football videos all week long. I also do 2 live streams a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. for 1 hour. And I do 1 primetime college football game live play-by-play and reaction every single Saturday, which is what you see me doing right now. So thank you in advance for that. And we're close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be one of the ones that puts me over the top, I'd appreciate it. And Alabama's just pouring it all over Tennessee, aren't they? 21-0 in the first quarter. I'm going to pretend, at Falcons Ferry, I'm going to pretend like you didn't say that. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Clemson from the 25-yard line. The handoff is to Etienne, and he picks up about 3. Brent. Good afternoon, Brent. And it looks like they're just they just let this first quarter end and regroup here. Maybe not. They're gonna get it off, and they do. They run a play, screen pass to the right, complete.
Go.
First down and more. First down, takes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, and Clemson leads NC State 14-0. Yes, Falcons Fury. You have no idea, sir. You have no idea. All right. So let me, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and change the quarter here. And that's how you do it, folks. Brandon Rogers, good afternoon. Brandon Rogers says hello. Well, hello to you, too. The 81 Clemson Tiger, he's at the game, and he says he can't tell the difference between your clapping or if there's somebody clapping behind him.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we look good right now. I like the game plan that they're executing so far. They're doing a lot of running and a lot of shots down the field. And we've already seen one that, Falcons Fury is in here pointing out that Trevor Lawrence missed his first 3 deep throws. But if you get 1 out of 4 of them that turn into touchdowns, I'll take that all day, every day, twice on Saturday, sir. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing them have to respect the run, and that's opening things up down the field. And we've got the guy with the arm and the receivers that are going to get, 1 out of 4 or at least of those deep passes. Can you agree that Star is a heck of a team? They play their hearts out. State. I think State is a very good team. I do. They do play their hearts out. My problem with NC State is, I don't know if you've been following what they've been saying in the media that leading up to this game. I realize a lot of teams do this and a lot of players do this. They start saying, well, we're going to beat them. That's good to have that sentiment. But when you're playing against one of the top 2 or 3 programs in all of America, sometimes you might want to just tone it down a little bit if you're a player. Because all you're going to do is piss off the opposition. And the last thing you want to do is piss off a Clemson team before you come in to Death Valley to play them. So it wasn't a very smart thing on their part, I don't think. And now you're seeing the fruits of that so far. Church of Bama. I'm assuming that this is the Catholic Church's right guy. That would only make sense. And he says, "Hi, Pete. Our game is over already. I've come to watch Clemson. What you've really come to do, sir, let's be honest, if you are who I think you are, is you've come to hope that Clemson loses. Am I right?" Brent, sorry. Who does Clemson play next weekend? We play Florida State next week. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Lawrence hands the ball off, and Etienne picks up about 4 yards there, I think. NC State's defense, and deservedly so, is keyed in on Etienne. They do not want to give him a big play. But he's still picking up 3, 4, 5 yards on every carry, even when they're playing the run. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Lawrence pitches it to Etienne on the outside. Etienne's taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage there for no gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. Do I like the Panthers? Yes. I'm a Panthers fan. Big time. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? See it up there? In here? All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Lawrence back to pass. He's pressured, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. So that's probably the best defensive series we've seen from NC State so far today. Clemson's going to be forced to punt here. That's our first. Well, it wasn't a 3-and-out because we did get a first down before the half. But that's the first offensive series where we haven't really moved the ball down the field at will. So you give credit to NC State there for a good defensive series there. Right now, Clemson is winning the field position battle, though. See, the punt is up. And the ball is fair caught at the 20-yard line. So NC State will take over at their own 20. 13 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half. And as you can see on the screen there, Clemson leads NC State 14-0. And why is that not centered? Christopher Goodrich, good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you would not be here. I don't know why that's not centered. It's starting to. My OCD is kicking in. I'll fix it after this. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Finley hands the ball off, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. I'd say 6 there. He's 2nd and 4. I've got to fix this. It's driving me nuts. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. And there's a flag on the play. False start against NC State. That's got to be, what, the 4th or 5th penalty on NC State's offense so far this game, and it's we're barely into the 2nd quarter here. And you can contribute that to the noise in that stadium. So it's officially 2nd and 9 now. Finley hands the ball off, and running back is 1st down and more. Good run there. Damn it. I didn't ban you, Church of Bama. 1st and 10. And he's taken down for about a yard gain, maybe. It's going to be 2nd and 9. I didn't ban you, sir. If somebody else banned you, it was because you must have said something that was inappropriate. I don't have a lot of rules here, but don't be overtly sexual. Don't be spamming with cuss words. Don't racist, homophobic statements aren't tolerated. And you must have done one of those things, otherwise you wouldn't have been banned. 2nd and 6. Finley. And it's complete. Well, one-handed catch. Oh, they're saying he didn't catch it. I thought he caught it. Good. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. Stephen Fry, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you would not be here. He says, is Kelly Bryant going to Arkansas? Well, Kelly Bryant's at the Arkansas game today. He's doing, he visited North Carolina last week. He'll be at Arkansas this week. He'll probably be somewhere else next week. I seriously doubt whether he goes there, but he is there today. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Finley pressured, and he's hit as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He got absolutely... Did you see that? Yeah, welcome to Death Valley, sir. He'll feel that one tomorrow. Ooh. He just got hit by a freight train. That's what he gets. Garrison asks, why is Kelly Bryant there? Because he's visiting schools to see where he wants to play next year. There's a flag on the kickoff return, and Rogers is taken down right around it looks like the 25-yard line. We'll see what this flag is for. Looks like there's going to be offsetting penalties there. I mean, he didn't say what it was. He just did his hand signals. Dabo Swinney looks like he's not very happy with what's going on there. So from the best I can tell is there's a penalty on both teams here, and the ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line where he was taken down. Yeah, so offsetting penalties. There you go. Indiana's up over Penn State. Well, I mean, Penn State's just fallen off the map, haven't they? Good afternoon, Mark Dudley. Mark Dudley, I thought you were in here earlier. If you weren't, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. You are amazing and fantastic. All right, here we go. So it's going to be 4th and 6, so NC State is going to punt, obviously. Again. Going to repunt. And for the second time, the punt is up. That's a good punt. Give me a touchback. So we'll see the same basically outcome as if they hadn't repunted it, and it's going to be Clemson 1st and 10 at their own 25. Thomas Nolte. Good afternoon. He says, how you doing, Pigskin and Pete? I'm doing great. What is the Michigan State score? Somebody. I have it on speed remote, but there's a commercial. Still 7-7. Delta Charlie, I didn't see you in here. Good afternoon, sir, to you. But how much time is left in that game, though?
21-7. 21-7 Michigan. 9 minutes and 19
21-7. Yeah, you're right. Some other people are posting 21-7.
You want to see my ESPN app?
No. Thank you, though.
Alabama's 28-0
I knew that.
in the first quarter.
Yes, Christopher Goodrich. He asked Pete, "Do you think that Iowa can go to Happy Valley and win next week?" Yeah, based on what I've seen.
They're 23-0 right now.
Garrison, what if Kelly Bryant went to state? And I'm assuming because of who you are, you're saying, what if Kelly Bryant goes to NC State? I don't want that. I've said it over and over again. I don't want to see Kelly Bryant go anywhere in the ACC, especially somewhere in Clemson's division. And it's not because I'm scared of Kelly Bryant playing against him or anything. It's because I don't want to root against him. And if he goes to NC State, obviously we play them, and I don't want to have to root against the guy. But I'd rather see him go somewhere outside of the ACC anyways. Penn State, Oklahoma. I'd say Arkansas, but I think he'd just get absolutely killed there. They don't have any good players there. He'd be the best player on the team overnight. So, yes, that's the same guy, Mark Dudley. Yes. Lamar Stevens says that Kelly Bryant should go to Auburn. That's another one. I wouldn't mind seeing him go to Auburn either, actually. He would fit that system very well. He'd be a lot. He fits that system a lot better than Stidham does. Garris Warren, it would be funny if he went to Bama. Well, that's not happening. He's going somewhere where he's going to be the guaranteed the starting job, and that's not happening at Alabama. So, all right, 1st and 10. Oh wait, it's the wrong game. Crap. 2nd and 10. I got to chopping it up with you guys in the comment section. I forgot about the game. 2nd and 10. Clemson's got the ball at their own 20. And Lawrence hands the ball off. No, he doesn't. Fake handoff. And the ball is complete to Higgins again, right at the first down marker. We'll see where they mark it. I think that was a first down. Oh, come on. Hey. For anybody with baby ears out there, just pretend like you didn't hear that. All right, yeah, so they called it a first down. So 1st and 10, 10 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half. And Lawrence hands the ball off to Etienne, and he's going to pick up. No, it's not Etienne, is it? That's Feaster. No, it's Choice. Anyway, he picks up 3 or 4. 4 yards, so it'd be 2nd and 6. And you get end around handoff for a first down. Who was that? Kendrick? Yeah, that was a good play there. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go.
Lawrence throws it complete to Renfro for about a 5-yard gain. Renfro does not drop passes, ever. His hair has a Twitter account. All right, Lawrence throws the ball, and it's complete again to Justin Ross on the left sideline for another first down. So Clemson moving the ball. Yes, the offense is looking much better today than it has for the first half of the season so far. All right, 1st and 10. Lawrence Back to pass. And he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's taken down for a big loss. He needs to throw that ball away. I don't know what he was thinking. He was trying to get away and make something happen, but sometimes you just got to throw the ball away. Throwing the ball away is much better than taking a 10-yard loss. That's a rookie mistake. That's a freshman mistake there. 2nd and 22.
Damn it.
Lawrence, complete to the left to Higgins again. And he's going to make it all the way to about the 39-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and what? About 10 maybe? Third and 7, they're saying officially. No, you haven't, Falcons Fury. No, you haven't. 3rd and 7. Lawrence throws to his right, and it's complete. Who's that? That's Kendrick again, I think. 1st down, Clemson. Kendrick is looking sharp today. We haven't seen a whole lot of him this year. So Lawrence is 6 for 7 for 63 yards on this drive alone. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Hands the ball off to Choice. Is that Choice? And he's taken down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10, I think. Church of Bama, you're high, sir. You're high if you think ETN's average. All right, 2nd and 10.
You don't know much about football.
Mrs. Peete says you don't know anything about football.
I said much.
Lawrence back to pass, and it's caught by Ross. I think he got a foot in there. They're saying he's out of bounds. That was close, though. Let's see what the replay shows here. I thought he got a foot in. Oh, his heel. His heel is out of bounds. Yeah, so good call by the official there. What's up, Glow? Welcome back, sir. What's going on here? Timeout by NC State or something? What's going on?
It's our timeout.
Oh, Clemson called a timeout.
They're probably trying to see if he gained possession before his heel went down. Maybe.
Marco Polo says he needs this game to be over. Still the first half, sir. Washington's up 7-0. Do you mean Washington? Who's Washington playing? Indiana's up 14-7.
Which is funny.
Garris Warren says the Panthers should have won Super Bowl 50. Yeah, don't even get me started on that, sir. You're opening an old wound with that. So a group of nuns just came into my door asking if I've seen a wild eagle. These Auburn fans have really lost it. So it looks like Michigan's going to beat Michigan State, huh? Is that the final answer on that, or is that game over? Lawrence is 2 yards away from 200 yards today. If my math is correct, I think that means that he has 198 yards. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though. Herbert says, Clemson 45, NC State 17, football account. I don't believe I've seen you in here before, but good afternoon and welcome to the stream. Even though you saying that Notre Dame is better than Clemson. Obviously a Notre Dame fan or a Clemson hater. Either way, doesn't really matter. Nobody believes you, including me. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 25-yard line. See if Clemson can keep this drive going. They are in field goal range if they don't convert, but we'll see. Lawrence steps up, and he takes off with the ball. Oh, he slides. Did he get the first down? Yes, he did.
Got that plus 3 yards.
That's the second time we've seen Lawrence do that today. Tuck the ball and run. Lawrence is showing he's got some wheels. Okay, you're not hating. I believe me, this is a trash talk channel, so when you come in here and the first thing you type is Notre Dame's better than Clemson, you're going to get a reaction from me, sir. But welcome.
One, go, ready?
And by the way, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Football account.
Go. His knee didn't hit till past that.
Falcons Fury. Well, I don't know why people say that about Lawrence. Yeah, I mean, you got to understand the guy's 6'6". He's about 215 pounds. He's not a little guy. He's a big guy. He'll add some weight here in the next couple of years for sure. But it's not like he's
Did he hit the turf before that?
a small guy or something. SEC Dog. Good afternoon, sir. He says, "Hey Pete, Lawrence is looking good today." Yes, he's looking very good so far today. What are they reviewing? The spot?
Yeah, because they're saying his knee was down before. Like, his slide was 3 yards, but his knee was down before the 10-yard mark. So he's like a half a yard short, but I can't tell.
Anu Naga, good afternoon. Yeah.
I can't tell from the replay if his knee's down until before or after. See, look, I guess he's down.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, it's going to be marked short. I'd go for it.
He's short. Oh, no, he doesn't need to go for it.
4th down. I'd go for it. I mean, I'm all about keeping your feet on the accelerator pedal. When you're down there in the red zone like that, you're up 14-0. Don't let off the gas. We have some conflicting opinions here. Everyone's saying they're short. Marco Polo says the ball was across though. I don't think so.
I mean,
it's going to be close. It looks short to me though. I mean,
after I've watched it 5 times, it looks short.
Yeah, I think he thought he had the first down. That's why he slid, because he could have easily taken another step and been fine, but he didn't. I think he thought he had it. Jesus.
slide?
Where he began to slide?
So you can't slide.
So it's going to be
and
like
not
3
hit
yards short.
That's bullshit. Where you begin to slide, even if you're not hitting the ground?
Well, it's still only like a yard short.
Doesn't even make
It's
any
4th
sense.
and 1.
That's a bullshit roll.
I knew they wouldn't go for it. Even though they should. They'd get a
Begins to slide.
1 yard on a run play without a problem. I don't like this call to kick a field goal, but whatever. Yeah, see there? There's why. Son of a bitch. That's why you go for it. I mean, you've got one of the best running backs in America. You think he can't pick up 1 yard? There hasn't been a single play today where he hasn't picked up at least a yard.
Whatever.
You know, you watch these LSU games. I've already done 3 LSU games on YouTube this year. Ed Orgeron goes for it if it's 4th and 3 or less every single time. He doesn't care, and he converts 90% of them. I don't get why if you're up by 14, you're down, you're about to score another touchdown, you're a yard away from a first down, you got one of the best running backs in America, you're imposing your will on the other team all day already. Go for it. Dabo never goes for it. He only goes for it if it's like a do or die situation where you have to go for it or you're going to lose the game. But he doesn't ever go for it, outside of that, ever. Who is my favorite player from the Panthers? Greg Olsen. I have a lot of favorites, though. Really. I like Olsen. I like Newton. Now I like McCaffrey. Kuechly. I mean, yeah, so. Let me see this crazy post here. I'm not going to even read that because it's just so convoluted. Oklahoma's better than Clemson. Who's better than Ohio State? Who's better than Michigan? Who's better than Notre Dame? Who's better than LSU? Who's better than Alabama? Who's better than Georgia? Who's better than Penn State? Who's better than Iowa? Who's better than Iowa State? Who's better than Kansas? Who's better than Texas? Who's better than Oklahoma State?
They're saying Oklahoma's better than Alabama?
Yeah, I guess.
In what respect? Like offense?
SEC Dog says, I don't get why the better teams get tricky like we did versus LSU. It makes better. It makes the other team say you have to trick them to beat them. It gives us confidence. Yeah.
Oklahoma's good at getting to the Final Four.
Bobby Durkins is back in the house. Bobby Durkins here. May there. Says, bring in the jumbo with Lawrence and Wilkins, and we'll get the first. Yeah, well, that's a good point there. But, Bobby, I don't think we need to do that. Just do what we do and just hand the ball off to number 9, and there's a 95% chance he's going to get a yard or more. Hell, he might have got a touchdown off of it. All right, so the game's back on here. So there's 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. 1st and 10, NC State from the 16-yard line. And Finley throws it up, and it's well defended, incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Braden Kelly, good afternoon, says, hey, Pete, you better film that LSU game. Which one? The one today? Or tonight? 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Finley throws a short pass to his right. It's complete for about a 4-yard gain there. He's going to get to the 20-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 6, I think, depending on where they spot this thing. Third and 5 officially. So from the 21-yard line. See what they do here. And the play clock is winding down. Finley drops back to pass, throws it to his right, and it's complete for a first down all the way up to the 49-yard line. Big play by there by Finley at NC State. That was just a good play by the receiver. He was covered. You know, what can you say? Good play. So from they're going to say it's from the 47, 1st and 10. Finley hands the ball off, and the running back's going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the run there.
Do not let them score before halftime.
David Lynn, good afternoon to you.
See that?
Syracuse scores a touchdown to go up over North Carolina 40 to 37?
It's 34 to 30.
No, it was 40 to 37. That's a lot. That's a high scoring game. All right, so 2nd and 7 here. And Finley hands the ball off.
Damn it.
First down and more. Inside the 40-yard line, NC State. The hell. First and 10. Another handoff. This time he's met in the backfield by a mob of Clemson players for a loss. Looks like about a 3 or 4 yard loss there. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Falcons Fury. I still plug away, sir, in the off season. That's trash talking time at its max. All right, 2nd and 13. Finley back to pass, throws a short screen, and it's complete, and he gets about 6 or 7 yards there. What are we going to say here? It's going to be 3rd and what? Third and 10. All right, so this is a big third down for both teams, really. Because there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half here. Clemson really, ideally, would get a stop here, and they'd have plenty of time left on the clock in the first half to go down and try to put some more points on the board before the first half is over, because NC State receives the ball to open the second half. Yeah, I see Uncle Luke. I saw North Carolina lost. Syracuse won. Braden Kelly says, I've always hated North Carolina State after the LSU baseball game. So NC State must have beat LSU. And he's not happy about that. I don't like North Carolina's head coach. Fedora. I don't like Dave Dorian either, really. I don't really like Wake Forest's head coach either. They're all a bunch of crybabies. Every single one of those coaches has complained or made excuses why they get curb stomped by Clemson every time they play them. One or another. The Wake Forest guy said that the band was too loud. That's why they got beat 63-3. Give me a break.
Lousville
Dave Dorian with the laptops because there was a student tweeting on the sideline. He blamed that on the loss. I mean, give me a break with that. And then, of course, Fedora. Fedora just digs his own hole in general. But, so he blamed their loss in the ACC title game a few years ago on the refs. I guess Fedora is not quite as bad as the other two. I mean, he was blaming the refs more than anything, so I'll give him that. At least the guy had a valid point. But the other two, I mean, just talk about embarrassing statements to make. Yes, thank you, NASA. NASA says, he's reminding everybody, if you just got here, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, sir. Braden says, Pete, do you remember the Citrus Bowl, LSU versus Notre Dame, when Notre Dame's band played everyone down? No, I don't. What do you mean by that? What do you mean they played everyone down? I mean, if you're Wake Forest and your excuse for losing to Clemson 63-3 at home is because the band was too loud, I mean, you've got to be kidding me. Then why, if it's not an excuse, why bring it up? It's an excuse.
It had something to do with how fast or slow they were playing, like as far as their counts anyway.
3rd and 10. And there's a fumble. I think Clemson might have got it. Or maybe they didn't. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be 4th down, even if you didn't get it. They're saying Clemson got it. I think Christian Wilkins got it.
There he goes.
Yeah, he did get it. So turnover. That was actually the best of the scenarios there.
Yes.
So now we're all the way. We're at midfield about, and we still have over 2 minutes left in the first half here. Plenty of time to go down and get another touchdown here. Prince 6'1" says, I was going to go play in the NFL, but the band was too loud at the combine. All right, 1st and 10, Clemson from the 46-yard line. Lawrence, complete to Higgins. Again, Higgins is absolutely killing them. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line, it looks, across midfield. So, 1st and 10, Clemson. The finisher. Good afternoon. Somebody's asking me who would I want as my quarterback hold on. 1st and 10. Lawrence back to pass. Throws it. Complete. Wide open. 1st and 10, Clemson.
All right, Thompson.
That was Thompson. All the way down at the 22-yard line. Oh, Ryan Finley looks upset, doesn't he? Somebody get him a tissue.
I want to hug him.
And Lawrence keeps it on the quarterback keeper, and he gets into the red zone. He's going to be out of bounds right around the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and, 7? 2nd and 6 officially. RG3 or Johnny Manziel, which one would I rather have? RG3. Johnny Manziel's terrible. All right, 2nd and 6. Lawrence complete to Renfro. And he's going to be just about a yard short of the 1st down there. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. You already know what I'm going to say. 3rd and 1 in the red zone. If they give it to anybody other than number 9, then it's a stupid play. And they give it to Etienne. And he gets a first down. Just like I thought. First down, Clemson from the 11-yard line. First and goal now. It won't be first and goal because it'll be they're not inside the 10 here. First and 10 from the 11. Yeah, if it were me, I'd hand the ball off right now 50 times until we get in the end zone. I wouldn't even pass it. Lawrence rolls out to his left. Complete. Touchdown, Clemson. They're calling him out. Damn it. I thought that was a touchdown. They're saying he stepped out around the 3-yard line, it looks. Thompson, he had it. Let's see. Let's look at the replay here and see what happens. Yeah, he did step out. At the 1. That ball should be placed at the 1. That's where the ball was whenever he stepped out. And they put it on the 2. Etienne, touchdown.
Woo! You can't stop us.
You hear Mrs. Peete? She said you can't stop us. Let me go ahead and change the score real quick before I forget. So now, of course, this is the part of the stream. First of all, it's still the first half, everybody. So everybody calm down. But this is the part of the stream when everybody and their mother comes out of the woodwork and starts saying how terrible NC State is. Of course, it's not Clemson being good. It's NC State's terrible. That's what I'll hear for the next half, and of course, the entire next 6 days before Clemson plays another game. That's how it goes. That's how it goes when you're great. Everyone says how terrible the other teams are. Meanwhile, there's an Alabama fan in here bragging about beating Tennessee. Yeah. Stop
Tennessee.
It.
Let me play Tennessee.
Everyone's laughing at your clapping.
Well, I can't help it.
What's up, Tiger Nation? No, I'm sorry. Tiger Fan 803 says, "Good afternoon, Pete." Well, good afternoon to you too, sir. Welcome. Christopher Goodrich says, hold on, I missed it. Says, dilly dilly to Pigskin Pete, Mrs. Pete, and any other Pete's family in the house. Well, thank you. Dilly dilly to you too, sir. Bobby Durkins. Dave says the Russians are behind the team's performance.
That's funny.
NC State secondary is terrible. Lawrence is on the money regardless. Yeah. It's just there's a huge talent gap between NC State and Clemson. There has been for a few years now, and NC State has somehow been able to keep a couple of close games. But I said before that in my video yesterday that Clemson's they're coming off a bye week. They're just getting settled in on offense with a young true freshman quarterback and a couple of young receivers. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's before they put stuff together, and NC State just so far looks shell-shocked. All right, 1st and 10, or 2nd and 2, rather.
Get it, yes!
Intercepted by Clemson. He's still running.
Go, 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 go!
He's going to run all the way down.
Go!
He's going to get a touchdown, I think. That was the longest play in history. all the way down to the 9-yard line. He just ran 100 yards to pick up 50 yards.
Yes. I don't see what's wrong with this.
A glow. I'll answer your question here in a second. Glow asked me, who do I think the most overrated team in America is right now? Well, there's two teams I think that are a little bit overrated, but hold on a second here. First and goal, Clemson. Trevor, complete to Rogers. Rogers. Oh, he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, dude.
I think Notre Dame's overrated. I think they're good, but I think they're overrated. I also think that Ohio State's a little bit overrated. I don't think Ohio State's ranked number 2 right now. They're not the second best team in the country. So that answers that. The game is on ESPN, Arturo. And by the way, Arturo, thank you for stopping in. Hello, sir. Bobby Durkins, Mrs. Peete is having a good time. Mrs. Peete is a Clemson grad, so you're actually seeing a pretty tame Mrs. Peete today when she watches Clemson. Normally, she is even more animated. Trust me, and not so PG. SEC Dog agrees with me. Says Notre Dame is overrated. Vanderbilt should have beat them. I mean, here's the problem I have with Notre Dame is that I guess they had a good win. Can you stop clapping so much? I'm trying to do something here. Sorry. She's like what's the coach of the Cowboys? All he does is stand on the sideline and clap constantly. That's what she's like.
Compare me to the coach of the Cowboys.
You're like the Cowboys coach. You're a clapper. All right, Trevor Lawrence pitches it out to ETN. He's taken down at the 1-yard line. There's 6 seconds left. So what are they going to do here? 3rd and goal.
We got to punch it in. Come on.
Now I forgot what I was talking about. Ben Black, good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the stream.
Stop clapping. Go like this. Is that better?
Yeah, I would like to see it. People always are asking me, who do you want to play in the playoffs? You know, well, first of all, I don't really care because I don't. As long as we're in the playoffs, I don't care who we play. But Notre Dame, I would like to play them. I think Clemson would beat them in the first round. Everyone's saying that I'm pissing you off and I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
It's probably true.
It's pretty accurate. Oklahoma can beat anyone. Well, they can beat anybody except for Texas, apparently. All right, so here we go. What is this, another timeout? Timeout by NC State now. Snapper clapper. Travis Etienne will overtake Darrell Henderson in the Heisman as far as running backs go. Henderson got hurt today. Wow. Yeah, so that's bad news for him. Etienne already has 2 touchdowns, and it's only the first half of this game. He's putting together a lot of numbers. He'll definitely be in that top 5 or 6 at the end of this week for the Heisman consideration. All right, 3rd and goal. Let's see what they can do here. A flag. Damn it. False start. And Dabo's pissed, as he should be. You're down on the 1 yard line, for God's sake. The only thing you can't do is get a false start penalty right there, and they did it.
What did he? Oh, he like moved.
They were trying to do a trick play there too.
Yeah. Come on.
What with the trick plays, man? You got number 9. Just give him the ball, let him get it for you. This is where I get frustrated.
Come on.
What is this? Another flag?
Delay a game. It's a delay a game.
Damn it!
Because they're trying to do something they don't even know what they're doing. Just kick the damn field goal now. Damn it. Even Dabo saying damn, okay? Like, Dabo doesn't say damn a lot.
I'm trying to keep it together right now.
I know.
When you're on 3rd and 1, and you've got ETN, and they're going to try to do this stupid thing where they run Trevor Lawrence out as a wide receiver and do this. I mean, what are they doing? All right. So that's the end of the first half. You can see the game from my sunglasses. All right, so I'm going to take a 5-minute intermission, maybe 7 minutes. I don't know. Depends on what happens. So everybody likes to time my intermissions here. For halftime, I'm going to go get a snack, take a leak. I suggest you do the same. Get a fresh beer, whatever it is you have to do. Go ahead and do it now. But don't go anywhere, because I will be back very soon in a minute. All right, good afternoon. Welcome back. What the hell? How long did I take? Was it 7 minutes or 8? All right, so we can do a Q&A session here while we're at halftime. I'm trying to catch up on some of your comments here. This game should be 27-0 right now, in my opinion. That's what kills me with the play calling on offense for Clemson. You're down on the 1 yard line, and they try to get fancy, try to get cute with it, and look where it got them. Echo? What do you mean? There's an echo? Are you saying you hear an echo? 8 minutes without that bearded face. So it was 8 minutes. You're saying you're hearing. Is anybody else hearing an echo? NASA is saying that he's hearing an echo. No idea what would be causing that. Pete, will we score over 40 today? Yes, I think we will. Hey, Pete, I'll trade Jim Chaney for y'all's offensive coordinator. Even Tennessee ran him off. All right, so it was you, not me. Thank you. When people start saying they hear an echo, it starts freaking me out. King Super. I don't believe I've seen you in here, but good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you would not be here. Ever since 2011, Clemson has been on a kill streak against NC State, even though I can't stand both teams. But I have to give respect for Clemson because they are pretty damn good. Thank you, sir. Who's your team? You say you hate Clemson? I'm guessing either you're a Gamecock fan, a Notre Dame fan, a Michigan fan, or an Alabama fan. Hold on, let me go back up. I want to read this comment real quick. Glow, hey Pete, LSU versus Mississippi State, Ohio State versus Purdue, Washington versus Oregon. What? Yeah, what's your question though? That's a statement. Are you asking me to pick those games? I'm picking LSU over Mississippi State. Ohio State versus Purdue, I think is going to be good. I'm going to pick Ohio State because they're more talented, but I think that Ohio State should be on alert. I'm looking forward to watching that game. Washington versus State versus Oregon. I'm picking Oregon to win that. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you, sir. Florida State's now 21-10 over Wake Forest. Yeah, Wake Forest jumped out to a 10-0 start there. Wake Forest has completely imploded. They fired their defensive coordinator after I think week 2 or 3, and their defense is one of the worst in the country. And so even Florida State, as bad as they are, should have no problem finishing off Wake Forest. And that's unfortunate because Wake Forest has been on an upward trend over the past few years, and they're just not good this year. King Super says it's an ACC beef. So who's your team though? You're an ACC fan, obviously. Miami. Okay, I got you. I just scrolled back up. Yeah. Well, that's understandable. It's understandable after what Clemson did to Miami last year in the ACC title game, why you would hate Clemson. But either way, I'm glad you're here. Miami's let me down a little bit this year too, because I was very high on Miami in the preseason. Even after they lost to LSU, I still was saying everybody calm down. Miami's pretty good. I still think they're probably the second best team in the ACC, but after that performance last week against Virginia, I'm not so sure they're as good as I thought they were. But Pete, who do you have for the Big Ten championship game right now? Well, I still the West is closer than we thought because Iowa looks good, and Wisconsin's not as good as everybody thought they were going to be. I mean, I thought Iowa was a top 5 team. They're not. The Big Ten's hard to figure out right now because you have Michigan and Ohio State right there. You know, who knows between those two which one's going to win that game. The winner of that game will clearly probably win the East. And then Iowa is a 1-loss team. Wisconsin's a 2-loss team, but I think Wisconsin has the head-to-head win over Iowa. So that's – I mean, both those teams could lose another – I mean, Wisconsin could probably lose another game, which would put Iowa in the driver's seat. That's a tough thing to figure out. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Iowa's going to win the West in a shocking fashion, and that I'm still going to stick with Ohio State in the East. And the only reason I'm going to do that is because Jim Harbaugh has not proven that he can beat Ohio State, and the game this year is in Ohio. So I'm going to say Ohio State and Iowa, Big Ten championship game. But you can ask me next week, and my opinion will probably have changed by then. Pretty sure we all saw LSU's defense coming out hot in the Miami game. Yeah, a lot of that has to do. Miami's offense is not good. That's Miami's problem, though. I mean, they're going back between N'Kosi Perry and Malik Rozier. They have quarterback problems. Uncle Luke says, Pigskin Pete, I'm back and real heartbroken. Yeah, that was a tough loss that you took to Syracuse. Ohio State is no joke, even without Urban Liar. Ohio State's offense, they have one of the top offenses in the country. Their defense is not near as good as they should be, though. And I was on Catfish's show last night, and I happened to have a couple of minutes on the phone with Paul Jameson, who, for anybody who doesn't know who he is, he's an Ohio State YouTuber. And he even admits he's worried because with or without Nick Bosa, the defense just has given up a lot of points to everybody they play. Minnesota was looking like Alabama's offense against Ohio State's defense last week, and that's got to worry you if you're an Ohio State fan. And that's why I think that Purdue has a very good shot today to beat Ohio State, is because Purdue has a really good offense. And the game's in Purdue. Hey, Pete, guess what the best rivalry in North Carolina is? It's got to be Duke and North Carolina basketball. I mean, as far as football goes, I don't know. SEC Dog, who's a Georgia fan, he's giving some Mark Richt advice to the Miami fans. He says, Richt always plays down to the level of competition. Believe me, I know. It took a miracle for him to beat the Nerds. And then when he says the Nerds, he means Georgia Tech last year. And that's and a lot of other teams, yeah. Blacklist. Ohio State versus Bama would be a major shootout. Yeah, it would. But even with Alabama's defense not being as good as they normally are, I still think they're better than Ohio State's defense. Ohio State's got a major defensive problem, major one. Marco Polo, if Clemson faces Ohio State or Notre Dame in the first round, I'd like a bye. I'd be like a bye. It'd be like a bye. Okay, so you're saying Clemson would beat any of them. Where are you, love? Welcome to the stream. We just need an effing quarterback. Must be a Miami fan. Braden Kelly says, "Hey Pete, who do you have with LSU and Alabama? Are you going to watch that?" Yeah, well, so I'll be in Clemson that weekend watching the Clemson and Louisville game. So I probably won't get to watch the game. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I'm 90% sure I won't be able to watch the game. So I probably won't watch it. I think it'll be a good game, but I still think Alabama's going to win. All right, here we go. Start of the third quarter, folks. And Clemson's kicking it off. And the score is 24-0. Clemson's leading NC State. Ohio State's winning over abuse. Brian Fennell, good afternoon. Braden Kelly, I'm going to watch the game right now. Yeah, you can watch the game, but you can still keep your phone on or your laptop or your tablet or whatever piece of technology you use and listen to Pigskin Pete's YouTube channel, even if you're watching the game. All right, here we go. So it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Finley, and it's complete right around the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4, or 2nd and 4. Oh, look who it is. It's Dave. It's my favorite coach in the country, Dave Dorian. Somebody get this guy a laptop. Second and 4. Finley complete for a first down and a little bit more. Just right around the 39-yard line. First down, NC State. Looks like NC State's trying to play a little bit quicker, playing a little bit more up-tempo here. I'm assuming they're trying to wear Clemson's defense out a little bit here in the second half because they're down by 4 scores. And he hands the ball off, and he's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards there. 2nd and 7, I think. Mrs. Peete did disappear. She'll be back, though. 2nd and 7. Mrs. Peete just walked out of the room. She'll be back. All right, so it's going to be 3rd down here. What happened there? Was that against Clemson? Offsides. Yeah. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 2 now after the penalty from the 48. NC State. And Finley hands the ball off. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down. Oh, I don't know. He lunged forward at the end there. It's going to be very close. They might give it to him. Yeah, I think they did. Damn it. Yeah, first down. I don't know about that spot. Thank you, Mark Dudley. All right, so it's going to be first down. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. And Finley throws it deep. He is covered. And it's going to be incomplete. And the NC State player's looking for a flag. Sorry. I mean, you were covered like white on rice, son. Come on with that flag thing. When you get beat by the defender, that's not interference, sir. That's called football. I'm glad Joe Buck isn't calling. Joe Buck, he might be. Hold on. He's annoying. I can't stand Joe Buck. In football, he's good in baseball. He should just stick to baseball. All right, 2nd and 10. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I'd rather listen to nails scratched down a chalkboard. Finley, and he throws a screen pass, and it's incomplete, and he's going to be taken down for no gain, really. Maybe a yard. Right around the 49-yard line, yeah. Flag on the play, though. What is this? And that's going to be against NC State, I think. NC State's moving backwards. 2nd and 20. Christopher Goodrich, you've got it right, sir. All right, so 2nd and 20 from the 39-yard line. Finley back to pass, and he throws a short pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right around the 48-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12, I'd say. See where they spot it. 3rd and 11, officially. So 3rd and long situation for NC State. NC State has been not been able to really get anything offensively going all day long. And so this is a huge 3rd down for them, field position wise. So Finley back to pass, complete over the middle, and he's taken down about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the receiver for NC State's looking for a face mask, and he's going to get it. Late flag there. Damn it. The only way that NC State is getting these 1st downs is from stupid penalties. I mean, they can't move the ball. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a face mask. He tackled him by his head. Come on, guys. Stupid mistakes. He did not need to do that to tackle him. So from the 30, 1st and 10. Finley back to pass. Throws it over the middle deep. Intercepted, Clemson. And he's still running it back, and he's tripped up around the 40-yard line, 35-yard line. Another play, another pick. Welcome to Death Valley. If I was interviewing Finley after this game, assuming that nothing crazy happens here, I'd say, so what was that you were saying before the game, guaranteeing wins against Clemson? Hey, Pete, do you think NC State will ever score against your Tigers? I hope not.
When the 3rd string comes
in. Clemson Carson says, they put a linebacker on the receiver and it was still intercepted. Yeah, that's definitely bad. Billy Dawson, we are overrated and play nobody and never play in the 4th quarter, so Kyler Murray, of course. Who do I think's better, Kyler Murray or Tua? Glow asks. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Tua is going to be playing in the NFL. Kyler's not. Now, Kyler's going to be playing in the Major League Baseballs, but yeah, this isn't baseball. Derek Jones, good afternoon. Who's in at wide receiver for Clemson right now? Well, they're rotating a lot of different guys in and out. We've seen A couple of big plays from Kendrick, a bunch of big plays from Higgins, a couple of good catches by Ross. Renfro's had a couple of big third down plays like normal. That's the main four right now, I think. Of course, Amari Rogers is in there too. Clemson's so deep at wide receiver, they rotate these guys in and out. The only guy that's in there really every single play, well, two of them, Higgins and Renfro, are on there and on every single down. The rest of them, they rotate in and out. Sooner Ace, good afternoon. He says, dang, you guys are killing him. Christopher Goodrich, hearing Mrs. Peete in the live stream equals hearing Babe in the Sports Fury live stream. Glow says, I want Oklahoma and Clemson to play a home and home series. I want to go to Death Valley. It sounds like a fun and major clash of powerhouses. Yeah. Well, I've already seen Clemson's schedule through like 2036. They have all of, who we play between now and 2036. We played Georgia twice. We played Notre Dame like 10 times. I guess there's more room to add somebody like Oklahoma in there. I don't know if that'll ever happen though. 1st and 10. Renfro with they're saying he didn't catch it. What's up, Brett Legg? He says, "What's going on, Peete?" Nothing, man. I'm working here. Miranda Dansby, my favorite damsel in distress. She says, "Nothing much, Mark." Okay, our 2nd and 10. Lawrence back to pass, and it's complete to Higgins again on the left sideline. He gets it to about the 30-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short of the first down, so we'll have a 3rd and 2 situation coming up here. All right, 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Clemson's ball. Lawrence hands the ball off to ETN, and I think he's short there. Yeah, he is. He only picked up about a yard. So it's gonna be 4th down, and of course we all know what that means. 4th and short. Dabo Swinney will punt it. That's all he ever does. He never goes for it on 4th down unless he absolutely has to win the game. So you can guarantee you're going to see the punt team out here. But I think that's actually probably a good call here because of where they are on the field. So. All right. While they're punting this, I'm going to change the screen here. Bear with me for a second. There, that's better. All right, so looks like we got 61 people in here right now. So for anybody who's just stopping in, if you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. Even if you're not new, hit the like button because it helps me out. But if you are new, hit the subscribe button as well. I think we're getting very close to the 1,000 mark. That's a good point, College Football Maniac. He says, is there any real games on today or just annihilation games? There hasn't. So there's been a couple of games that were good for 3 quarters, and then, like the Michigan and Michigan State game, that was closed for a while, and then Michigan just kind of opened it up. The same thing with Oklahoma and TCU. That game was closed for a while, and Oklahoma just kind of blew the doors off of them. Yeah, so I'm hoping that the games tonight are better, especially Purdue and Ohio State. I'm looking forward to that one the most, I think. Sarge 1231, good afternoon, sir. Odor of White Run. Otar of White Run says, with that hat on, I cannot hit like. You don't have to like my hat. You just have to like the stream. Big difference. Yeah, nowadays people just look at the final scores. Ryan Maxwell, you're very, that's a correct statement. True, a true fact, sir. Marco Polo says, I can't believe we're struggling to run the ball in NC State right now. Well, that's because NC State knows that that's their, that's they don't want to get beat up. They don't want Travis Etienne to run for 300 yards on them. So they're playing the run, and they're able to stop it. But you're seeing they're not able to stop the pass as a result. You got to pick one or the other. And Clemson's too deep at all positions for them to be able to stop both. So they're choosing to stop the run right now, and they're doing it pretty good. Pete, can you stream the Oklahoma-West Virginia game when it comes around? What week is that? As long as it's not the weekend of November 3rd, I'll consider it. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for NC State. 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter. He hands the ball off, and he is taken back for a big loss.
Woo!
Another negative play for NC State's offense. NC State hasn't been able to do anything on offense today so far. November 23rd. So, yeah, that's the week of Thanksgiving. Is it on Thanksgiving Day? I don't know, but if it's on Thanksgiving Day, I'm not streaming on Thanksgiving Day, no. 2nd and 13, Finley, and it's complete for about a 7-yard gain. Maybe 3rd and 3, I think. Maybe 3rd and 2. Oh, it's the day after Thanksgiving. Maybe. I don't know. I can't commit to that yet because obviously I don't know that far ahead. But that's an interesting matchup. So 3rd and 4 for NC State from the 37-yard line. Finley back to pass, and he's throwing it deep. And, oh, wow, that he was covered, but that was a hell of a pass, and there's no reason that receiver just dropped the ball. I mean, it was right in his arms. You can't drop that. I mean, right in the breadbasket. Yeah, you got to catch that, dude.
He just dropped it.
He just dropped it. He tried to catch it with one hand. What the hell was he doing? Anyway, good news for Clemson, 4th and 4, and I'm sure we're going to see a punt here. And Rogers receives it right around the 15-yard line, I think. So we'll see Clemson's offense again today. They've been pretty successful moving the ball all day on NC State's defense. Haven't been able to run the ball very effectively as a whole, but the intermediate and long passing game has been killing NC State. So we'll see if we can keep that up. Christopher Goodrich, Pete, what game are you live streaming next Saturday? I will be out of town next Saturday. Right? Yeah. We will be going to out of town to a NASCAR race. So I will not be live streaming next weekend. Where do I think Kelly Bryant will end up? Um,
Come on.
sorry, 2nd and 10, and that was a complete pass. Was that complete?
Yeah, but it was
A yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. I think Kelly Bryant will probably end up Auburn or Arkansas. I don't know about Arkansas, though. 3rd and 2.
Come on.
Lawrence.
Oh.
And pass is incomplete. 4th down here.
Damn it.
No, I'm not a racing fan. Not really. It's an annual tradition that we do this. We go to the same race every year. It's sort of a family thing. So, yeah. Mrs. Pete's family, not mine. Hey, Pete, aside from South Carolina, what team do you hate the most? It's a good question.
Alabama.
No, not Alabama.
Just kidding. Who I hate the most?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't really hate anybody else. I just hate South Carolina. I strongly dislike Michigan and Ohio State. If that answers your question. I wouldn't. I think hate's a strong word. Yes, well, that's a good one. Clemson Carson, thank you for that. Florida State, I'll go with that.
I don't hate Florida State.
I hate Florida State. Yes. Arkansas, Auburn, Penn State is looking at him. Syracuse is looking at him. Carolina looking at him. Yeah, there's a lot of teams looking at him. Out of that list you just named, I doubt he'll go to Syracuse. I doubt he'll go to Arkansas. I doubt he'll go to North Carolina. So, Penn State, Auburn, Arkansas, those are more likely. Clemson Carson says he thinks he hates Florida State a little bit more than he hates South Carolina. That's a strong statement, sir. I can't stand their tomahawk chant. I can't either. Yeah, I really don't like Florida State. I really don't like Georgia Tech either. It's hard to hate somebody that much when they're irrelevant and suck so much. But I can't stand Georgia Tech. He could go to Florida. I doubt that. Yeah. I agree. I think he's better than Felipe Franks, but I'm not sure that Dan Mullen thinks so. I think Dan Mullen likes Felipe Franks. No, I don't, Mark Dudley, I don't hate Michigan, though. That's the thing. I don't hate them. I just think they're overrated. I mean, not this year, just in general. I just think they're overrated as a program, but...
The Falcons.
Well, I definitely hate the Falcons.
That's who I hate as much as the Gamecocks.
I hate the Falcons more than any other team in the NFL, that's for sure. SEC football tube. Gamecock fan says he's rooting for Clemson because he hates NC State. That's a hell of a statement there. All right, the game's back on. It's 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, NC State. Down 24-0, but 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And Finley hands the ball off. Running back picks up about 2 yards, which is pretty much what we've been looking at all day, about 2 yards on every play for NC State. Not very impressive. Second and 7, and he hands the ball off again. And he's taken down at the line of scrimmage again. Clemson's defense has just absolutely dominated the NC State offensive line up until now. 3rd and 7. Finley rolls out to his right, throws it across his body, incomplete. 4th down, NC State. What are the biggest rivalries in the ACC aside from Florida State and Miami? You mean just in the ACC? Well, Clemson and Florida State is a huge rivalry. We're considered to be rivals with Georgia Tech for some reason, only because we play them every year. Oh, it's a fake punt, and it does not work. Oh man, that was embarrassing. I don't know what they were trying to do there, but it was very poorly executed. Let me see this thing again because I only saw half of it. Yeah, they were ready for the fake. What was that?
Thanks. Thank you.
And for anybody, if there's any kids out there who have any dreams of playing football in the college or in the NFL, that's exactly how you do not execute a fake punt. 1st and 10, Clemson. Etienne gets inside the 20 all the way down to the 16. That was a bad place for them to do a fake punt, too, that deep in their own territory. Yeah. Yeah, that was bad. So who's that? Etienne again. And it's going to be 3rd and short here. So all the way from the 14-yard line. Clemson called a timeout, so I don't know. They must have saw something that they didn't like there. Hey, Pete, if you had to pick one college football game other than any Clemson game, which one would you go to? Probably, well, I'll have to pick 2 here. Either the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn, or Ohio State versus Michigan. A South Carolina game? No. I've been to a couple of South Carolina games before. King Super says, I work for Amazon Prime. I stay in North Carolina. All I see is NC State, Georgia, South Carolina, UNC, and Clemson flags in people's yards. As a Miami fan, I start to get a tad bit upset. I can imagine you would. UCF. No, come on, stop it with UCF. SEC dog, you went to the South Carolina Georgia game this year? Did you have fun? Well, I'm sure you did. I mean, you kicked the crap out of the Gamecocks. Your first time at that dump, and it was fun. Delta Charlie says he would go see USC play against Alabama for obvious reasons. All right. So here we are. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Clemson from the 14-yard line. Lawrence. And complete. Oh! That was Darian. Who was that? Anyways, down at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, Clemson. Oh, it was Richard. Oh man, he got rocked. Hell, he got tackled by his own player. The North Carolina State guy didn't even touch him. He got tackled by his own player. ETN touchdown. So that will be the 3rd consecutive game that ETN has had 3 touchdowns or more. And this game is getting out of hand now. It's starting to become embarrassing for NC State. 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and it's 30-0. It's about to be 31-0. Yeah. This game should be 30 or 40-something-0 if Clemson's play calling at the end of the last half wasn't so abysmal and try to do that fake whatever the hell they were trying to do on the goal line there after that turnover. I mean, we left points on the field there, but it is what it is. Anyway, it's still 37-0 now, right? So or 31, I mean. Yes, thank you. I updated it, but I appreciate it. 31-10 over Wake Forest, Florida State. So Florida State is obviously going to win that game, and they will be coming in to next week. We play Florida State next week in Tallahassee. They're going to be really confident, thinking that they're good now. Yeah, Florida State is. And they're going to have a rude awakening. Yeah. Christopher Goodrich, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And I'll let Mrs. Peete know you said that too. Oogie 420. I can hear the excuses already. Wolfpack crybabies. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to blame it on a laptop or a cell phone, a tweeter. Who knows? A band. Clemson's. I mean, all they really should come out and blame it on is Clemson's too good. We suck. But they won't do that. Yeah, Uncle Lou calls Clemson Auburn with a lake. Yeah, he does. And I'm quick to point out, it's Auburn with more than one lake. Multiple lakes, actually. But who's counting? They're going to blame it on the punter being an undercover Clemson player. Well, I've got to say I'm happy that Clemson's destroying NC State right now. I would I'd much rather that than the alternative. But as far as a YouTube streaming the game standpoint, it's not living. It's not helping me out. So, but believe me, I'm happy. 2nd and 13, Finley, and it's complete over the middle for a very short gain again. Third and 9 from the 26-yard line, NC State. And Finley drops back to pass, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. It's actually batted down, I think, by the Clemson defender. It's going to be another 4th and long situation, and this game is just getting out of hand. NC State undefeated at NC State. They thought they were good. And just like I said in yesterday's stream, these guys win 5 games against nobodies. Let's look at who NC State's beat this year and show you how impressive they are. James Madison, Georgia State, Marshall, Virginia, and Boston College. Those are world beaters. I mean, they should be excited, thinking they're good after beating those juggernauts of teams. And then today they came and they played a real football team and got embarrassed. Finley complete for about a 5-yard gain there. If they'd have played West Virginia probably would have beat them. I'm not going to repeat what I just read. You guys can read it for yourself. Actually, Glow, I don't think West Virginia did not want to move that game either. So it's not just on NC State. I think NC State actually wanted to reschedule that game for towards the end of the year, and West Virginia said that they didn't want to do that. So, but it's probably better that they didn't. Anyway. The number 31 scares Ohio State fans. Hey, look at that. It's 31-0.
That's right. OHIO.
Mrs. Peete just said OHIO. Second and 5. Finley with the quarterback keeper, and he gets the first down.
Really?
Kansas for Big 12 champs. Kansas is a oncoming juggernaut. I think that by 2020, Kansas will be a national title contender. You don't realize how good they really are. They've just been acting. They've just been playing possum and trying to fool you into thinking that they're bad. People in North Carolina cherish basketball and baseball more than football.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, poor NC State thought they had a chance. All the guys on game day this morning were saying how Clemson be on upset alert. That's all I've been listening to from everybody.
Wait, did we cover the spread?
I think Dumpster Cox is a good name for South Carolina. 3rd and 1, Finley. And he's going to pick up the first down. You were laughing a little bit too soon there, weren't you?
Yeah.
All right, so from the 48-yard line, 1st and 10, Finley, complete for about an 8-yard gain there. I don't want to see NC State get a touchdown here. I really don't. I'd rather see a big fat goose egg on the board at the end of the game. So it's 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Finley, 2nd and 2. He's back to pass. He's going to keep it. No, he's going to throw it. And it's a first down at the 20-yard line. So this is the best offensive drive we've seen from NC State all game. That's not saying much, but it is. I don't know if Clemson's defense is softening up a little bit, because of the lead. A 1st and 10, and he hands the ball off, and he gets the first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal. NC State for the first time inside of the 10-yard line on offense here. I'd like to see a turnover here. I'm calling it. There's going to be a turnover here. It's beer time. Texas Longhorns football and basketball. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. He says Clemson needs to go to the SEC or the Big 12. Well, the Big 12. Yeah, I don't know about that. They're not. People don't understand. People always say this, that they need to go to the SEC or they want to trade teams. It's not happening. Clemson is one of the original ACC teams. They're not leaving the ACC. It's not happening. So I know everybody wants to see that happen, but it's not going to happen. Glow wants me to give a white flag to NC State. I'll make sure I deliver it, sir. Marco Polo says he wishes we would face West Virginia in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, me too. King Super, wasn't South Carolina an ACC team back in the day? Yes, they were in the 60s. And that's their claim to fame. That's the only thing they've ever won of meaning in their existence is a 1969 ACC title. But the only reason they won the ACC title in 1969 is because the majority of people that were able-bodied football players were fighting a war, and South Carolina took advantage of that and won an ACC title. Since then, they haven't won a single conference championship in any league. Oogie 420, I'd just like to see the ACC be worth a damn. Well, the ACC has been worth a damn for the past 5 years. Well, the ACC is not good this year, but they've been the second best league for the past 5 years straight. Just look at the numbers. So, and they have a winning record against the SEC head-to-head in that time period. But that goes unknown, and people, prefer to stick their head in the sand and not look at that. But touchdown NC State. Where is Ashley at? Ashley, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's not happening. This is the same argument that you see people making all the time. Clemson's no good. They play a cupcake schedule, or they play in a terrible conference. Well, what conference you play in does not have. I mean, a good team, a great team is a great team. I mean, it just is what it is. Florida State being crap this year does not make Clemson worse. Louisville being crap this year does not make Clemson worse. So, how many Heismans you got in the last 10 years? How many national championships do you have in the last 10 years? A Heisman is an individual award, sir, for one player. It's not a team award. So, yeah, I mean, how many national titles does the Big 12 have in the past 10 years? Because the ACC has 2, which is second to the SEC, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Oh, change the score. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for that. And the quarter. Change the quarter, too, while I'm at it. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. What happened? Are you okay?
Woo! They tried an onside kick and we got it, so I'm excited. What? Yes.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. And Lawrence back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete. I was trying to keep up with the comments there. Ashley says Heisman doesn't mean anything since OJ killed his wife. All right, so Lawrence back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete. SEC dog, your trolling is not good, sir. Since it's not Clemson's fault they play in a cupcake conference, but you better not lose. USF may have a better schedule, just saying. SEC dog, please explain to me why the SEC has a losing record to the ACC over the past 5 years. If you can explain that to me, then tell us that we're a cupcake conference. Then I'll let everybody know that you were right and I was wrong. But you can't explain it because you can't defute or dispute facts, or can you? 3rd and 10. Lawrence dumps it off to Etienne, and he runs, and he breaks a couple of tackles. He still stays in bounds, so they're going to say he stepped out at the 15. A big game by Etienne there. He's just murdering those people. Etienne just looks like a grown man out there amongst boys. Nick, bro, you just saw the movie Halloween. How was it? Was it good? Because I'm thinking about going and seeing it. Thinking about taking Mrs. Peete to go see it. 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off to Etienne again, and he picks up about 3 yards there. Michael Myers has a scarier defense in Oklahoma and Texas. Nick, bro, you said the movie was good. All right, that's good to know. 2nd and 8. And looks like that's, who's that, Adam Choice? Going to pick up a few yards there. It's going to be 3rd and, what about 4? 3rd and 4. The game is still on the line. NC State could score 28 points. Yeah, I doubt it. Third and 4. Lawrence throws it. Oh, almost intercepted. What was that? And it looks like that was intended for Justin Ross. And I don't know what happened there. It looks like he just dropped it. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll see the field goal unit come on here, because Dabo Swinney does not like to go for anything ever in any situation for any reason. So we'll see the field goal unit come on here. 4th and 4. Looks like Justin Ross might have hurt his hand or his finger or something, huh? And the kick is up, and the kick is good. I'll change the score before I forget. Somebody says scroll up. Huh? Again, scroll up? What? I don't know what you're talking about, Richard, but I'm going to change the score real quick before I forget. Cyclone warning for Austin, Texas. Are you in that path of that? If you are, get out. Go into your shelter, or go into your bathtub. Put a mattress over your head. So what's the score of the Tennessee and Alabama game? Is that, is the 3rd string in there for Alabama yet? (31-10) Florida State over Wake Forest. Yeah, Mark, I know. I was kidding. 58-21. Jeez-ree. Well, I was wrong about that. I said that I didn't think that Alabama would cover the spread. Because the spread was 29 points. That's a lot of points. But boy, was I wrong. My hat is crooked. Guess who doesn't care? Me. I just figured since 29 points is a lot of points, and I figured that Tennessee being at home, I figured Alabama would get out to a big lead and then put in their third string, and Tennessee would keep it within 21 points or something. But clearly, I was wrong. All right, so we'll get back to this blowout of a game here. Trying to stay excited about this. I'm excited that we're winning, but I'm trying to stay excited just in general. All right, so here's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. NC State's trying to do something here. See if they can do something. And Finley throws a deep ball, and he's way overthrown. 2nd and 10. Wait, what happened? Hey, look at those LSU helmets. They're purple. Did you hear? I was watching the game day this morning, and they said that the paint they used to make those helmets for LSU this week cost $1,200 a gallon because it changes colors. 2nd and 10. And Finley hands the ball off, and the running back is going to pick up about 5 yards. Made something out of nothing there. Yeah, the LSU helmets are pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. They jacked those helmets from TCU. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Timeout, Clemson. Penn State 26, Indiana 21. So that's a good game. Still the majority of the 4th quarter left in that one, though. I wonder if it's the same helmet paint supplier that Notre Dame uses for the fake gold nail polish. Yeah, Thomas Nolte. Good afternoon, by the way, and welcome to the stream. I'm sure if you're here, you're amazing and fantastic. Otherwise, you would not be here. He says, I wonder who NC State's coach is going to get blamed after we win this game. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. He'll blame a student of some sort for tweeting or something. Or maybe he'll blame the refs. I don't know. We'll see. What did? Hold on, let me read this comment. This is a riff ram bazoo lickety lickety zoo zoo woo ha you're in hell TCU. That's actually the TCU chant. Except it's not you're in hell TCU, it's give him hell TCU. But he's trolling, apparently. Clemson Carson says, I like how our uniforms are simple. The helmet has always been the same. Yeah, iconic teams like Oklahoma, Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, they don't change their uniforms or their helmets. Thank you, Falcons Fury. I got a boogie hanging out. That's good to know. Thank you for that. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 3. What was that?
Wrong route.
Oh, he looks mad, doesn't he?
Yeah, you messed up.
Oops.
Sorry.
Let's see if we get another fake punt here. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Give us some more yards.
Yeah, Michigan too, Mark Dudley. Just for you, sir. Michigan too, their helmets and their uniforms are iconic too. I didn't mean to leave them out.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah. So I'm actually probably going to end the stream early today because this game's over. It's just over. And I'm really hungry, and I want to go eat. So that's what it comes down to here. I'm glad. See, this is one reason I don't do Clemson games a lot is because, well, if it's a blowout, then it gets boring. But for you guys, not for me, I love seeing the blowout. You know, if it was close, then I'd be angry. So it's a lose-lose situation for Pigskin and Pete. But I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I hope everybody had fun, even though it's a blowout. I know I did, because it's a blowout in favor of my team. But thank you to all the moderators. Thank you for all the new people. If you're new here, please make sure you hit the like button. Or even if you're not new here, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I do upload multiple college football videos every single week. I also do 2 live streams a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. for 1 hour. And every single weekend, except for next weekend and the weekend after that, because I'll be out of town both weekends, I do a live play-by-play and reaction for one primetime college football game every single week. And there's still plenty more to do. So that's another thing. I want people to give me some suggestions. I mean, I can't guarantee that I'm going to pick your suggestion for which game you want me to do because it's going to depend on my schedule and when Clemson plays. If it's during a Clemson game, forget about it. Not happening. But other than that, I'm open to any and all suggestions. And I'll start taking people's viewers' suggestions into consideration for that. If you'd like to support the show, I did start a Patreon page. The link is in the description. And you can join Patreon and you can become a supporter, and you can read all the different benefits of doing that if you join the Patreon page. It's very cut and dry. So thank you to all the Clemson fans, all of the moderators, all the NC State fans, all the fans of all the teams all over the country who support the show and check in with me. I really appreciate every single one of you. We're getting close to 1,000. A lot of times close games get more people on and equal more eyeballs on the game. This game was not close, so nobody's really paying attention to it on YouTube. But anyways, it doesn't matter if I have 40 people or 400 people. It's fun for me all the same. I guess that's it. Thanks to everybody again. And by the way, some great games tonight. So if your team is playing tonight, good luck to you and your team, and I hope your team wins. Unless you're Michigan. Wait, Michigan already played. Unless you're Ohio State. Have a great day. Pixie and Pete, checking out.